Hi everybody, this is Alice, Bejeweled Hedgehog, back again. I have missed everybody so much. Have not been vlogging for the past couple of days, although I am still doing my challenge. I will definitely do 100 vlogs, and maybe more. We'll just have to see when it ends. I have just been, I'm really tired. And last week was icky. I was behind in everything. And I am slowly catching up. And today is catch up around the house day. At least I know what I have to do, because over here, ta-da, is my list. And when I look at my list, I realize it's probably more than I can get done in one day. But I'm going to spread it out over the whole weekend and, not stress about it and just keep plodding away. So let's see. I have been watching videos when I can. I have just been going to bed like 8 o'clock at night. Really too tired to do much of anything. I am looking forward this weekend on getting all caught up on videos in between doing loads of laundry. And house cleaning and stuff like that. I do not know what it is about laundry. I am at the point now where I have to do laundry so that I can have clothes, clean sheets, clean towels, clean everything. But it's so weird because I love clean sheets, clean towels, and I like my clothes. But if given a choice, I think, between cleaning up dog poo or doing laundry, I honestly might opt to do the dog poo if someone else would do my laundry. But anyway, it's not that bad. I'm just complaining. I've really enjoyed the videos that I have seen from people. Cannot wait to do catching up. Can't wait to respond to all the comments from my most recent videos. And sorry I have not been commenting. It just takes a while to get back in the swing of things after being sick, which is something I, of course, never really take into account, and then I get frustrated because things aren't going the way I want them to. But I thought I would do an update this morning, say hello to everybody because I've missed you all so much, and I'd like to do another update this evening to see how far I have actually gotten on the list. If I could get all this laundry done today, I would be beside myself with joy. Let's see, cool thing to show you. Veggie Beauty, I will put her link below. I'm not sure how well this is going to show up with the glare and everything else, but this is a Green Fairy, and it's perfume oil. And it is absolutely lovely. It is part of her newest collection, and I cannot recall the name of the makeup collection because having bought makeup earlier this spring, that's kind of like it for me for the year in terms of makeup. But when she said she was doing a perfume oil, I got really excited. And some people have asked if the perfume oil that I showed in one of my other videos was, very strong. And that is all a matter of preference. It is really hard to determine what's strong for one person and not for another. This one I would say is strong, but it's not strong like a commercial perfume. This perfume is made out of a blend of essential oils, and I'll put her link below, and I'll put specifically the link to this perfume. It's on Artfire. And what I love about it is back in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, I really wanted to make my own perfume blends from essential oils. But in order to have enough essential oils to do the blending, it gets very expensive. So it's really hard to do it as a one-person hobby. But since she sells it, she has put together a really nice combination. And this one, although it's strong, it's called, it's supposed to be based on absinthe. And of course, I've never tasted absinthe or really seen it. but it has a really fresh, it's strong, but in a fresh, clean, woodsy way with a lemony tone to it. This is not a girly girl scent. This is a clean, herbal, outdoorsy. I mean, I'm not sure what it's meant to be, but the smells that come through to me are like a lemon balm and a woodsy smell, which I think is the wormwood. But anyway, really great. And it's hard to say what, triggers a sneezing reaction in one person and not in another. So this one is strongly scented, but you just can't tell. Let's see, other things I wanted to talk about. Oh, the crochet along. I am so excited. Yes, I have a request from yet another niece. This one came a while back, so I may have shown you the yarn when, I think it was Michael's, had one of these outrageous sales on their Lion brand Pound of Love. I bought some to make charity blankets with, and my niece, my middle niece, who does not wear pastels at all, completely and totally fell in love with the concept of a pastel blanket. So my sister and I are giving her a joint birthday gift in November. My sister bought the yarn, and I will make the blanket, the Afghan. Oh, the color's coming all washed out. But basically, I have a lemony yellow, and it's a much brighter color than you see here. Lemony yellow Pound of Love, an off-white cream Pound of Love, which is of course showing like a black, bright white, a green, a pink, a white, and a blue. And I am going to combine all these huge balls of yarn and all these colors into the mile a minute Afghan and come up with something big enough that she can roll herself up in multiple times like a cocoon, and it will be pastel. I mean, go figure, this is the child who likes to wear either extremely bright colors like traffic cone orange or purples and blacks, but she wants a baby colored blanket. As for the book club, there are 17 people, last I checked Facebook, which was this morning, and we're doing a poll on how many books we really want submitted per person, and then I guess we can decide whether we randomize it or how we do it. I went ahead and put in my little plug for 2 books, even though people have already put in lists of more. Simply because it could become so unwieldy. I mean, 17 times 5 is a lot more than... I know that 17 times 2 is 34. I'm not going to do 17 times 5 in my head. Anyway, yeah, and I put in 1 book. I know some people had, been wondering, should it be books they haven't read versus books they have read? And I put up one of each. I put up a book that I read over a decade ago by Ian Pears called An Instance of the Finger Post. And it's kind of a mystery, but it is told from all these different people's perspectives. And what I thought was so cool is you read one person's section and you think, I know exactly what happened. Then you read the next section and you think, oh, no, this is what happened. And then it just keeps going like that, changing perspectives. And with each perspective, you think you know what's actually going on. So it's just a matter of how one instance can be looked at from all these different angles and how it really changes it. So anyway, I loved the book, and it's been a long time since I read it, so I definitely don't mind reading it again. The other book that I put up was Lonesome Dove by Larry McMurtry. I put that one up because a friend of mine who hates Westerns, doesn't watch them, doesn't have anything to do with it, has been trying to get me to read that for ages, because she says it is one of the best books, it is the best book she ever read, her favorite story. And I mentioned it before, and I got some comments here on YouTube about people liking it. So, I figured, no, I have not read it, but it looks like one of these big, dramatic, interesting, sweeping sagas, and Larry McMurtry is acknowledged to be a very good writer, so I thought I'd give it a go. Oh, and I've looked at other people's lists, and it's funny, I've read some of your books, but there's not a single book on there that I've read that I would not happily read again. And it just looks like we're all coming together with very similar tastes, and I am very, very excited. Oh, Bruno and Andrea and everybody who's doing all that hard work on the Facebook page. Wow, thank you so much. Hi, Bruno, if you're out there. I hope you are feeling better. Hope your surgery went well. Quite brave to have surgery. I'm absolutely terrified at the thought of it. I am clinging to my gallbladder for dear life. I simply do not want it taken out. Although my cousin had hers taken out, and apparently now they do it so quickly that you can go in the morning and they do little incisions. Oh my gosh, it's the old lady in the gallbladder again. I'm so sorry. Well, I'm going to finish this. They used to do a big incision, like a major surgery, and you used to have to stay overnight in the hospital and go through all kinds of stuff. Now apparently somehow they make little incisions, and whatever they do, you have little incisions. You go in the morning, you come out in the afternoon or evening, and you have an anesthesia that wears off quickly and easily. I believe my cousin, although she had her husband at the time drive, I believe my cousin went to the mall after she had her gallbladder taken out. But, you know, knowing me, I'd have some sort of, I'd be the one that would end up with the big major surgery. And anyhow, I was thinking of Ayana this morning, because I had those beautiful tulips I bought for Easter, and they are pretty much done now. And she was thinking, you know, talking about how she used to be afraid of getting cut flowers because they would die. And I'm looking at mine, it's like, okay, time for the tulips to go. But, you know, I had so much fun while they were here, it was worth it. And, let's see. My big thing for this weekend, really, I think for my big goal for today, I mean, I have all kinds of stuff on here, of course, like clean the bathroom, clean the kitchen, dusting and vacuuming, although I'm going to do the cheating dusting again. I have one of those not feather dusters, but, you know, those, well, I guess, feathery, floppy duster thingies. I'm just going to knock it all down on the floor and then vacuum it up. I'm not going to go around with, you know, the in dust and the little rag and, no. But I really, really, really want to get everything cleaned up, because I'm just feeling right now like I'm living in a pit. Let's see, anything else in particular I wanted to say? Oh, yeah, I've seen a number of videos, but Ask Miss Chris, you know, did a video about self-loathing as weight loss motivation. And what she said was so true, and that is what is so vastly different about my weight loss and health. I'm going to call it a journey now as opposed to a diet, because always in the past it was motivated by dislike of my appearance and a panicked, frustrating, oh my God, look at this fat, and it was never anywhere close to what I am now. You know, I can never go on a date, I can never blah, 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 and I would be so disgusted with myself. I would do something extreme. I was always extreme. Whole lifestyle change. I would join a gym, get a trainer, I would just go at it in this hard, intense lifestyle that I could never keep up until I got thin enough to where I wanted to be, and then, you know, say, okay, whew, you know, now I can have cinnamon buns again. And sure enough, the weight would come back up until I got disgusted enough with myself that I would knock it back down again. And the funny thing is, the self-loathing never went away, because when I got thin enough that I was not obsessing about the fat, I would start obsessing about something else, and I would find it. My nose was too big, my chin was too weak, my skin was too blotchy, my hair was too flat, my eyelashes were too thin, my ears did not look right. I had spider veins on my ankles. I would just, you know, even when I was down to the weight, so I was no longer self-loathing about the weight, I would just turn all this angst about physical appearance and on something else, and I was never happy. And the weirdest, funniest thing, I think I mentioned this before, was when I started focusing on being an auntie to my nieces, and that's, I think, the characteristic of myself that I valued the most, and still kind of do value the most, although I'm trying to find other parts of me that I value. Then I stopped caring what I looked like, and then I got fat enough that it became an issue of, like I had said much earlier, foot pain, knee pain, and now I want to be healthy so that I can actually do things again. And, I realize how stiff I've become. I always used to be able to just bend over and put my palms on the ground, kind of more or less. Even when I was not on an exercise bench, I was always pretty limber, and I'm not limber like that anymore, and that's very disturbing. So, but anyway, it was just funny because when I decided that it no longer mattered how I looked, that whole level of angst went away. And the parts of myself that I liked, I could focus on. And now I am losing weight so that I can be more of the parts of me that I like. A more energetic, active person doing fun and interesting things. An auntie that can actually keep up with the nieces when we go places. And I'm wondering though, because right now, to me, I really do kind of remind myself of a little hedgehog, except without the, the prickles and the fur. But, I've got the cheeks and I've got the round belly thing. I'm just wondering if I actually start to lose weight again, to the point where I almost, could say, with just do my hair, do a little touch of makeup, maybe I could be attractive. I don't want to get back into that whole self-loathing thing. Because I don't loathe myself as a person. I don't loathe myself, and this is so weird, I like the things I like, books and reading and crafting, but I've always loathed myself physically, and that's just odd. I am perfectly ordinary looking, and I just can't really figure it out. But anyway, I think it has to do so much with these perfect body images we see everywhere except on each other. Seriously, if you are, in the mall and you look around at the other people in the mall, at least me, I don't look that different, even the way I look now, chubby, and, with my hair up and my cleaning my house thing. I don't look that different from many people that I see. But if you start focusing on all the mannequins in the stores and all the big, gigantic advertisements and all that stuff, then suddenly I find myself feeling, maybe I should have stayed home. So I don't know. I guess I should actually start looking at other people, normal people. There are people, there are a great deal of people who do more with looks and fashion and things than I do, but there are an equal number of people who don't. Anyway, all this rambling, what was that? Oh, I did the coolest thing this morning. Well, afternoon, actually. My cousin, this is kind of off on a tangent, but not really. She lives near Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, and she has crappy cell phone reception, and she thought she was upgrading her cell phone by getting a BlackBerry-style cell phone. But somehow her crappy cell phone reception got even worse. And the BlackBerry kept cutting her off, so she couldn't make any phone calls. So she got on Skype and had me get on Skype too. So I now have a little Skype account. And we Skyped today. And that was just so interesting because, normally if I have my cell phone, I have to keep one shoulder all hunched up like, or I have to hold it, or it's a pain. And here I sat there and I was just crocheting away while I talked to her. And I put lotion on my feet. She used her nasal spray. It's just having my hands completely free. And I can show her things. I could show her the crocheting I was working on. Her birthday is coming up. And I showed her yarn that I had in my stash that she could pick for a poncho I'm making her. So it is just the coolest thing ever. It's like a YouTube video, only people can talk back right away at the same time. I know. I am very, very slow to adapt to technology. I just, tend to view it all as, no, not more stuff to do. But this is actually a cool thing. And I looked up one of my friends in the UK, because she kept telling me she had a Skype account, and I never did anything about it, and now I guess I sent her a little message or something saying here I am. So anyway, that is it. I hope to get back to you this evening and update you, and hopefully, if I have been a good Alice, my laundry will be done. Okay, bye.